Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer pop-up chat, and I'm going to keep fanning because it's still really hot in the UK, but it has cooled down a little bit since yesterday, so it's not as bad as yesterday, but it is still quite warm here in the UK. Welcome to Sunday the 30th of June 2019. Can you believe it? Tomorrow is going to be July. Where has this year gone? It just seems to have it seems to be flowing by and flying by and all the rest of it. It's just going really, really quick. So, I don't normally pop on live on a Sunday, but I have today because there are three stories which I want to talk about. One I spoke about live in yesterday's weekly live chat because the story came about whilst I was live, and that, of course, is about the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's Pakistan tour. So that was announced on their Instagram page last night. I also want to talk about some new details that seem to be emerging about baby Archie's christening, and we'll get into that in a little bit. And also, the Queen has been out. Of course, it is Royal Week, so it's Holyrood Week. You can either call it either way, Royal Week or Holyrood Week. Most people in Scotland call it Royal Week, but most people in the UK refer to it as Holyrood Week. And the Queen is up there in Scotland, and she has attended Canongate Kirk Church. So I've got some photos to show you in an article. So I'm going to post the link, and then we can all go and take a look at the photographs. Ignore pretty much the article, but we can look at the photographs and just see how beautiful the Queen is looking, because she always does look gorgeous. So let me go and find the chat room first, and then I want to say hello to everybody. So I hope you've all had a really lovely Sunday and a really good week as well. Okay, I can see you all in chat. So I think notifications have gone out tonight. Yay, because 173 people are watching already. So there we go. Notifications are working. That's quite rare these days. Let's have a look. Everyone's saying hello and good afternoon. It's good evening for me. In fact, it is 10 to 9, so I've set Gentleman Jack to record. Then I can catch up later. Yes, hello. So let's start with the Queen. I'm going to post a link. See, I'm becoming all tech savvy. I can post links now. So open the link, and there we go. You can see you can see what I'm seeing. And I will, of course, if you're not watching this live, if you're watching on catch up, I will post that link in the description. So just click that little down icon, and then you will be able to open it up. So, elegant in Edinburgh. The Queen looks summery in a baby blue outfit as she attends a Sunday church service during her latest visit to Scotland. So there we go. Now, she's at Canongate Kirk in Edinburgh. That's a tongue twister. So try and say that really, really quickly. But if you look at the first picture, I'm going to kind of almost ignore the article because whatever. It's the Daily Mail. I'm just using it for the photos. So, but she looks gorgeous. Doesn't she look gorgeous? And that hat with that lovely pop of pink. Very Barbara Cartland pink. I like it. And you can see hints of, yes, a floral outfit underneath, peeking out from the frock coat, which I love. And of course her black shoes, and poking out from behind the outfit, I think that is the customary Lorna handbag that we see. So Queen looking delighted, beaming. She certainly looks happy these days. I mean, she always looks good, but I think these days, hey, when you're in your 90s, you've got your whole life ahead of you. Smile and have fun. And I think that's what the Queen is doing. She's having fun. And that first picture to me just says that, hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy. Oh, second picture. She's sharing a joke. I don't know what they joked about, but she's looking up like this, and she's motioning upwards, and yeah, he's laughing. I don't know what she saw. If anyone knows what she saw, do let me know. But she certainly, something has caught the Queen's eagle eye in that photograph. So the next few photographs are her getting out of the car. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, some gentlemen, that is how you disembark a car that's actually quite far off the ground. I mean, that is the official, one of the official cars from the official suite of cars, and that's how you do it. If you're in a low down car, you put your knees together and you swivel. But to disembark elegantly from quite a high vehicle, that's how you do it. So people take note. Looking very elegant. And you get a little bit more of a flash of the floral outfit underneath. Teaming it with pearls. I missed that the first time around. Pearl necklace and pearl earrings, of course. White gloves. Looking gorgeous. Being led into the church, walking. Again, lots of... I think they've reused some of the same pictures over and over again, actually. But there we go. Now, of course... Oh, that's it! So, of course, we don't see inside the church service. It is Sunday service. That is private. So, there we go. Those are the pictures of the Queen. I want to know what you're all saying about the Queen. Auntie D says, Her Majesty always looks fabulous. Yes, she does, most definitely. Because Queen Elizabeth, as we all know, is a goddess. Barbie says, yay, I haven't caught you live in well over a week. You look cooler than you did in your tam and kilt. Yes. Well, I've just got a t-shirt on. I'm keeping it simple. It's a simple t-shirt and tiara tonight. No tam going on. CP says, hello, Meghan and Harry look great. They did look good at the baseball game. And I agree, Motherhood agrees with her. Becky Ray says, Her Majesty is a beautiful woman and has the best smile. She does. Elfie Poodle says, I think he lost a few pounds in that outfit just for us. Lynn says, oh my god, I made it. Susan Fox says, does Prince Philip attend church services with the Queen now? He hasn't for a while, not that we know of. So no, I'm afraid he doesn't make these public appearances. But if we see him, and we're happy to see him. HM the King says, Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. She is indeed. I'm going to give Queen Elizabeth a hot fan flap because she is a goddess. So she gets the Hottie of the Week award, I think. Definitely. We have one hot queen, people. Anne Maria says, the British Queen is always beautiful, colourful, and that makes her younger. Indeed. Oh, I miss Philip too. I do. Nice fan. It is a nice fan. 225 people are watching. My goodness, no notifications are going out. That's incredible. And Jerry says, what tiara? And you're in San Diego, California. It is the fringe tiara today. There we go. In fact, Queen Elizabeth's wedding tiara, I do believe. Let's pop that back on. In fact, because I've actually got shower hair, so it's dry, but my hair isn't up, it's flat. So you can probably see the tiara better with my flat hair. I didn't want to put any product in or anything. I just wanted to leave it after my afternoon shower. So there we go. Jill says, you are so wonderful. Thanks for being you. Oh, I can't be anything else. Who else could I be? Keep up the fair analysis of royal activities. I watch all your posts. We in the USA are grateful for your reporting from Florida. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Yes, Prince Philip is definitely enjoying retirement. Aurora Rose says, is Holyrood the beginning of the Queen's summer? Oh, Holyrood. Not Hollywood, Holyrood. Yes. It's pretty much... Okay, it's a working week. So she does lots of engagement. She does investitures. She does a big garden party. Other royals come up and do little bits and bobs as well. Charles is there. But it is heralding the beginning of, but not officially. Where's my cat? I've got two, and they are off out because it's warm. Oh no, in Indiana it's hot. Oh my goodness. Lynn says, I love your tiara. Yes, the wedding tiara. It is. Elderly Poodle loves the Queen's milliner. Love the blue pansy flowers. Oh yes, the hats are incredible. Yes, I know autocorrect is a bad thing, isn't it? Hey, the King says, keep your hair flat in future. Why do you like it? Do you prefer it? See, I don't. I hate flat hair. But there we go. Hello to AJC Magic TV. Karen says, how do we make a pop-up donation? Oh, it's that little... If you look at the bottom of where you type, there is a dollar button, and you press that, and it does something magical. Auntie D's... Oh, no. Where's it gone? Auntie D's says, yellow fan flaps for notifications. Indeed. I'm going to... Yes. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for the notifications. My goodness. I should get them all the time, but never mind. Elizabeth Regina says, flat hair looks nice. Oh, Lynn Beer says, my forget-me-nots bloomed. Wow. Okay. You have to send me a picture of those. Barbie Longfellow says, there's a famous saying, be yourself, everybody else is already taken. That is true. I like that one. Sarah Gibbs says, it's even blistering hot up in Alaska. Oh no, the glaciers. Don't melt the glaciers. Prince Charles will be having a fit if the glaciers get melted. I don't know. My goodness. Asian. Oh, Shivi Mifo says it's Korean. Is it? I don't know. I can't read that, so I don't know. Cheryl says, sorry, 70 likes and 252 watching. Don't forget to press the like button. Next story, we are moving on. So the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are going to Pakistan. So I need to close the window. And there we go. So the announcement was made last night whilst I was live on the Kensington Royal Instagram account. And they posted a few pictures. And I'm going to read out their message again, just in case, because this got kind of buried amongst my 1 hour 40 chat. So I'm going to put it in here as well. So Kensington Royal posted, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will undertake an official visit to Pakistan this autumn at the request of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Further details will be advised in due course, such as the itinerary. Her Majesty the Queen visited Pakistan in 1961 and 1997. And the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall visited in 2006. And there are some photos, if you go there, which you can swipe to see. And that was kind of it for that one. But there was a little bit of information posted today on, which I'm going to read to you now. It says, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will visit Pakistan later this year for the first time. The couple will undertake the visit at the request of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. It is expected the visit will take place during the autumn of 2019, with further details due to be released in due course. Officials are keen to build on well-established links between the two countries as the United Kingdom looks to leave the European Union at the end of October. So this is very, very true. Already existing links need to be reinforced. New links need to be forged. So this is definitely a mission. So, you go Cambridges and complete the mission. Officials are keen to build... I've read that one. As part of the information released by Kensington Palace around the visit, officials emphasised the UK is Pakistan's largest export market in Europe and second largest globally after the US. It will be the couple's first visit to the country and the first visit by a senior member of the royal family in more than a decade. And then it just goes about what I read before about when people last visited. So there we go. No more details yet. All of the different recce's and security things will be carried out before the itinerary is finalised and released. Matilde has donated $5. Thank you so much. You get, of course, a fan flap from me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Mwah! HM the King says, I watched a British Pathé report of the Queen's visit to Pakistan in 1961. It was so beautiful back then. Shame to see the country ravaged by war in present times. War can ravage any country at any time and has done throughout history, including the UK at times. And yes, it is terrible when that happens. I completely agree. Nancy, hello. I can see you. Hello, Nancy. Sarah Gibbs says, haha, the glaciers are melting and the lakes are flooding. No! Prince Charles will be mad. Let's have a look. Liv, I love Jesus says, Elliot, I love your channel. You are always fun, informative and interesting. Thank you. You're an amazing person. Thank you for watching. By the way, is this camera tilted correctly? I feel like I'm a little bit up. Ooh, there we go. Is that better? Can you see better? Can you still see my tiara? Frazzled Halo's finally made it. Hello to Mrs. BSN. And Lady Buckingham says it's showing. Yes. Yes, sometimes I will just say hello to everyone because there's lots and lots of hellos, especially at the start of the chat. It's hot everywhere. Hot in Durham, you said. Sharon Hill Walker made it. Oh, Frazzled Hale's been travelling for 2 months. Wow. My goodness, that's a long time. So let's close down the William and Kate window. Now, moving on to the third story. It's going to be kind of a quick pop-up chat tonight because I want to go and watch Gentleman Jack and relax for a bit. Oh, by the way, my weekly vlog is going to premiere on my other channel in about 3 hours. So that's 12 a.m. UK time. It will premiere. So go to Elliot's British Life. I will post the link at the end of the video. No, I won't. I'll do it now before I forget. Because if I don't do it now, I will forget. So if you follow that link that's just going to pop up and hit the notification on it, the bell timer, it will let you know when it's going live for you. Oh, thank you, Auntie D's. $2 US. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Mwah, to you. Oh, I've got another one. Karen, $10 US. You're gonna wear my fan out. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you for supporting the channel. Happy Sunday to Janice. And Sophie says, I watched you plant flowers on your patio. Oh, you'll see in this week's vlog. Click on that link and then set the reminder. Right, the next story. Meghan and Harry's set the date for the christening of baby Archie. Now, I am going to say that these details are going out there on all the different newspapers because, of course, it's Sunday. So lots of stories have come out that they have to have a royal story on Sunday. The details are probably all over YouTube. I haven't checked. But I would like to state at the start of this, these are not official details that have officially been announced. So bear that in mind. So I don't know. I can't say how true they are. But they are claiming that Archie's christening will take place next Saturday. Now, it says a royal source confirmed. The reason why I'm telling you all of this is because it could be true. I'm kind of leaning towards believing it. And at least they have actually said that it has actually been confirmed by something. And I'm even wondering whether or not Harry and Meghan want us to know that the christening is going to be next Saturday. Who knows? So let's just delve into it, then we'll go a bit deeper. The service will be held at the private chapel at Windsor Castle and is understood to be a very small gathering, they said. The ceremony is due to take place on Saturday, exactly 2 months after Archie was born, on May the 6th. It is understood that pictures of the ceremony will be released on Sunday through the media and Harry and Meghan's Instagram account. So, this is what I think. I don't think there is a royal source. I don't. I don't think there's a royal source. But I do think the press has had wind that there are going to be photographs released for next Sunday so that they can plan. I think they do get a little bit of a briefing sometimes when photos are due to come out. Obviously, embargoed photos. And I think they've been told to leave space ready for the papers. That's what I think. So I think now they've gone to overdrive by saying that, yes, definitely it's going to be the christening. So I think it's true. I think the christening is coming next Saturday. I think the press have been told that there will be embargoed photos sent to them after the christening, of course. So that's what I think we're getting. Again, I'm not entirely sure about the location, although it does make sense. They are close to Windsor Castle. But, you know, we still can't discount the Chapel Royal in London, St James's Palace. So, tentatively, I'm saying possibly Windsor Castle, as it says here, but I think we are going to get the christening on Saturday and some kind of released photo ready for the Sunday papers and the Sunday press that will be embargoed. So I think that's why we're getting all this now. It says royal christenings are usually private affairs. That is true. With invitations extending only to close family and friends and chosen godparents. Now, we don't know who the godparents are. I would like to... Oh, I can just see some things popping up, so let me just go back and check. Hang on. Oh, Karen, did I say you? 10 US dollars. Mwah, for you. Thank you so much. And we have I Love Jesus. I hope this arrived successfully. It did. Thank you. I saw it pop up. And a 20 US dollars from Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. How are you doing? Mwah, to you too. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated. Back to my link. But the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have let photographers capture pictures of them and their children, family members and guests arriving before holding the private services. So yes, the service is always private, but the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have allowed press coverage to see them and the guests arriving at the, and of course the baby, at the Chapel Royal, or wherever it is that it's being held. Now, I don't think Harry and Meghan are going to do this. It doesn't seem like they are. I think the special note about the released photographs kind of, to me, says that we aren't going to get that. So if you're expecting arrivals or departures, I don't think that's what we're going to get. But who knows? Who knows? Prince George and Prince Louis were christened at Chapel Royal in London, and Princess Charlotte's ceremony was held at the Church of St Mary Magdalene in Sandringham in Norfolk. Originally, I thought maybe Harry and Meghan might wait until they were up as guests at Balmoral and have the christening up there. I thought maybe originally, after he was first born, that might be what they do. But hey, at the minute we're holding on to, we think, Windsor, but not confirmed. That is very important. Very, very important. And there we go. And then the article just goes on about the Frogmore Cottage renovation. And they're still talking about the cost. My goodness. So there we have it. Lots of information, and I just thought I'd read that article because I can see elements of truth in it, and I can see little bits of where it might be coming from. So let me know what you think. Mrs. BSN says, Gentleman Jack ended here in the US. I know. For some reason, we got it late. Just like we got Victoria late as well. Gentleman Jack is a TV series set in the Victorian times. There we go. Just reading through. Stephanie says, is it true the Duke of Gloucester is moving? No, he's not a moving out of apartment one. That was never the case. That was just tabloid stories. And yes, Gentleman Jack is based on a true... It's based on the diaries of a lady called Anne Lister. And obviously it's been embellished a little bit for the TV series, but it is based on true diary accounts. Auntie D says, I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures. I think we all are. We'll take whatever we can get, my loves. I think that's how it's got to work. Christine made it. Hello and welcome. Lady Buckingham says, will the Queen be back from Holyrood for the christening? No, we do not think the Queen is going to attend the christening. She wasn't there for Louis. She was there, I think, obviously for George and Charlotte's. But no, I don't think she will be. Mrs. BSN says, the Sussexes can release pictures on Instagram. Yes, I think that is the plan. And we'll know that it has happened. Hope to see a family picture and one of Master Archie. That will just melt our hearts. Yes, and of course he will be wearing the traditional replica of the royal family christening gown, because the old one was getting a bit too fragile, so they made a replica new one. Kat says, aren't all christenings private? Yes. I don't recall seeing George. Yes. They were private, but we did get to see them walk, all the family and all the attendees and godparents walking to and from. Janice says, private royal christenings are not announced. No one knew when Zara's baby got christened until the day of. The royal reporters are speculating as usual. They need to leave. Well, they are. I think some of it is speculation, but I do think they may have been briefed to keep to keep a certain amount of space ready to go to press, ready when they get the embargoed photos. That's where I think they're getting this from, and I think they are spinning a bit of a yarn, but I think they are basing it on that they've been told to keep a bit of space ready. That's what I'm thinking. Good afternoon, or good morning, or wherever you are in the world. It's a different time wherever you are in the world. HM the King says it will be disappointing if they don't share the pictures. I mean, these are the sorts of occasions where they're big kind of life set piece occasions, and I think it's this kind of thing that people would like to see. I mean, of course, it's up to Harry and Meghan whether they choose to show that or not. But these are the sorts of things where actually, as a parent, I think you're kind of quite proud. It's those proud moments, like the first day of school. First Father's Day, we got to see a photograph. First Mother's Day, we got to see a photograph. I think the christening will be one of those occasions where they won't be able to resist, because they'll be beaming with pride, and they'll want to show a little something. So I think we will get that. I think, like I say, I don't think we're going to see like private holiday photos or any of that kind of business, or running around in the garden until if and whenever they may feel comfortable doing that. But for the christening, I think we will get something, and I do think the press has been briefed to expect something. And yes, I do think they will also put it on Instagram too. HM the King says, while there is respect for privacy, they must not forget they are members of a public royal family. Taxpayers fund their renovation, yet no photos because you're a private couple. Paradox. There has been talk about that. I mean, that has been a hot topic in the press. It's a reality. People have been saying and talking about. I don't really like the word taxpayer funded, because it is from the sovereign grant, and also from the Duchy of Cornwall as well for Harry and Meghan. Of course, their expenditure is split now between the Queen and the Duchy of Cornwall, Prince Charles. And yes, people are obviously it's come out about the 2.4 million for Frogmore Cottage, which I don't begrudge them a home. I really don't. Especially as they can't earn their own money now. So and the British royalty do not receive a salary. Certain European royal families do actually. If you are a working royal in some European royal families, you do actually receive a salary as such, and I think it runs at roughly about £1 million per working royal for certain royal families. We don't do that in the UK. We don't give them a salary. So in terms of all the commitment and work they do for the country, that they will be doing for pretty much the rest of their lives, I do not begrudge them a home. I really don't. So I'm not bothered about that particularly. I was shocked how much it cost to do up the cottage, but I don't begrudge them a home, considering what they can't do now for themselves. I think there is the debate about access, about how much access, about what is private. Personally, I think it's up to Harry and Meghan. They're the parents. They get to choose and decide what people see and what they don't see. I think from the media's point of view, if you do want to be balanced, I think they want to know what they can expect. I think at the minute they may not truly know what Harry and Meghan have in mind. So it would probably be good for them to know exactly what Harry and Meghan do have in mind, whatever that is. I don't mind what Harry and Meghan have in mind. They can choose to show whatever they want, but perhaps now might be the time to tell them, to tell everyone what you are going to see, what you're not going to see. So at least they know what to expect. If it's not going to be very much access, they'll know that it's not going to be very much access. If they're going to do, birthday photos, christening photos, blah blah blah, those kind of set piece moments in Archie's life, if they are going to release pictures for those, just tell the press. At least they'll know what they're going to get, what they're not going to get. And like I say, I'm happy with whatever Harry and Meghan decide, but I'm perfectly fine with them having a home. That's More than fine. Okay, I think I've missed quite a few comments, so I'm going to kind of scoot up a little bit. Anna says Arthur Edwards, the photographer that covered royal births for over 30 years, stopped caring. Um, I think he said in his tweet or whatever it might have been article, I think he said he'd noticed a change. A change. That's what he said. When is the christening? Apparently next Saturday. Matilde says Harper's Bazaar magazine reported that the new diamond ring of the Duchess was once again. Yes, I spoke about this in last night's chat, and it was an anniversary present and also to celebrate the birth of Archie, and it does have their birthstones underneath as well that you can't see. Lynn says the original christening gown is in a museum. A replica was made. Yes, because it was becoming too fragile. The King says I don't begrudge them a home either, but the idea that they are a private family puzzles me. See, that goes back to, I think that they need to say what their idea of private is. I mean, okay, they don't have to say, but I think it would help sort things out a little bit if at least the press knew what their idea of private was. Does that make sense? And I think it may quell them a little bit. Plotting Payne says, we don't go inside Animal Hall or any royal residences like Bagshot Park. No, we do not. And I don't think they'll be doing any photos from inside Frogmore Cottage. Maybe if they take some internal photos of Archie at some point, we may get little glimpses. But they certainly won't be doing, a cribs on it. Let's put it that way. James Med 4 says, would building a brand new home be cheaper? Possibly, yes. I mean, I definitely think you could spend 2.4 million buying a nice piece of land somewhere private and you could build something, yes. Mrs. VSN says, it is disgusting that the royal reporters are stating demanding privacy or secret. They really don't know, but have everyone talking and clicking on their articles. Right, I'm just going to skip down to the bottom. Little Annie says Arthur Edwards is miffed because they are not giving him priority access. Adavis says both Harry and Meghan are clearly dedicated and sacrificed a lot. Yes, taxpayers don't own them. That is true. Lynn Beers says, well, Princess Anne made her idea of private very clear when asked by an interviewer, oh, she always doesn't she, what she did at home, i.e., sit down and eat pizza. She said, that's where it becomes private. Yes, and I applaud Princess Anne because she told them she told them exactly what her definition of private was. So yeah, good old Princess Anne. We like Princess Anne. Right, and I probably missed quite a few comments as well. Let's go up a little bit. Little Annie says they will be appearing in public when they do official engagements. That is separate to their private lives. They are not reality TV. Well, I would agree there. And I think we will maybe see a little glimpse of Archie when they go on the tour. Sharpie says the media have treated Meghan, Harry's wife, with such disdain and overt racism since the engagement, yet they think they should have done what this... Do you mean what the Cambridges have done? Tash says they are private in that they want to limit how intrusive people are in their lives. I don't see how allowing limited pictures is an issue. I don't. I am perfectly happy with whatever they decide that they want to do. Adavis says, in most professional jobs there is a clear separation of work and private life. The children are not working royals. That is true. And of course, they were very clear with Archie that he's not taking up the courtesy title. And we don't even know if they will accept the HRH and Prince when Charles becomes king. Janet says Harry and Meghan paid for the interior. their costs are included in no, their costs are not included in the 2.4 million. And why is there no fuss? Oh no, the driveway at Kensington Palace didn't cost 1.8 million. But the driveway at Kensington Palace is not solely for any one particular member of the of Kensington Palace. It's for staff access. It's for royal access. It's for everyone that lives there, works there. It's not a private driveway that exclusively belongs to one person. But in terms of the 2.4 million, that is for what I would call the renovation stroke build cost. So it would include the orangeries, the structural work, the converting back from 5 separate units into one. Harry and Meghan paid for fixtures and fittings. Now I class that as the kitchen, the bathrooms, fireplaces, anything that you have to install, light fittings, that kind of thing. That is fixtures and fittings. So they paid for them. So the 2.4 million is just for the renovation costs. That doesn't take into account what Harry and Meghan have paid themselves, which could be whatever it is that they've paid. And it is expected that there is still outstanding work to do. So outstanding cost on the grounds, which I think is still being done at the moment, because everyone knows that when you renovate somewhere, the grounds are the last thing to do because of all the builders which literally destroy your plants, as I know. Elderly Poodle says, I'm old school. The films of royals holding their new babies are beautiful, in bundles of fluff. Okay, let's scoot down to the bottom. Elderly Poodle says, Princess Anne has always been my hero. HM the King says 2.4 million probably included a big wall to keep the hungry press out. Well, actually, there's gaps because someone who lives there, who's not a press, managed to get a photo, not through the windows, but there's gaps in the trees. So I do think that they will be planting some kind of what I would call gap planting to fill in the gaps, I think. Michelle says, when Charles becomes king, what duchy does Prince Harry get? Nothing. Harry's got his title. He will be the Duke of Sussex until the day that he pops his clogs. So yes, there will not be a shift for Harry. That's it. He is the Duke of Sussex. VC says, each taxpayer £1.54, so that's what we each pay. No, you did not pay £1.54 just for Frogmore Cottage. The £1, whatever it was, I think it was £1.20 something per British taxpayer, covered the entire cost of the monarchy. Sue Warren says they only have 5 bedrooms. That is less than all the rest. Yeah, I mean, when it was split into 5 different units, we think that each unit, the upstairs bit of each unit was divided into 2 bedrooms. So that's where I think the 10 bedrooms has come from. But no, once it was put back together again, I think the upstairs rooms will have been restored to what they were. So it's definitely 4 bedrooms plus nursery. So really probably about 5 bedrooms. A Realist says, was the Cambridge's renovations on their house and apartment discussed this much? Yes, it was. It was because every time these royal finances come out, the costs are revealed, and anti-monarchists come out, and they are shocked and horrified at the cost of whatever we spend on these kind of private properties. So yes, it was. And 2, why is it an issue whenever the Sussexes are taxpayer funded for anything? It's an issue with royals in general, to be quite honest. Let's have a look. I think I've missed a few questions. Catherine says, I remember the fuss over our first home. The entire 2 families wanted to pick out the bathroom tiles. Imagine 2 whole countries wanting in the act. Yes, most definitely. Little Annie says people also complained about the cost of the Kensington Palace renovations and Animal Hall as well. They did. Natalia R says, yes, it was. I remember William and Catherine received a lot of backlash. They all do at some point in time for cost, whenever anything's revealed. Go-Getter says, poppies what? Clogs. It means, you know, when you pass. Did you like my face? Well, I hope I don't look like that when I pop mine. Flossmonger Payne says, I think the lowest the taxpayers got was refusing to pay for Windsor after the fire. The Queen is just a tenant there. Yeah, I mean, the monarchy did have to pick up the tab for the Windsor Castle fire restorations, and they did that by opening up Buckingham Palace and all the royal places for people to go and see. Okay. So I'm going to go now because I want a cup of tea and I want to watch Gentleman Jack. So if you have enjoyed this chat, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new vlog. And also, thank you so much to the moderators for moderating. Now, I'm going to post the link again, but just before I pop off, to my weekly vlog. So it's not up yet. It will be premiering in about 2.5 hours time. So click the link and set the reminder. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all and goodbye.